time, all alliance partners together, you are at 293. So obviously some numbers have increased on the opposition bench. But that's not the point. The point is anybody going to concede? आप कल्चर की बात कर रहे हैं, आप कह रहे हैं उन्होंने कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट नहीं किया, आपने कितना बड़ा दिल दिखाया, ये भी एक सवाल पूछा जाएगा.
हमने छोटा दिल कब दिखाया बताइए? We invited them for the all the important ceremonies, all courtesies were extended. There's nothing called, uncultured behavior from our side. We went by the convention, tradition, and by the norms which normally we practice in the democracy.
Speaker's position, first battle in this government, Speaker's position, there was a face-off. There was obviously no numbers on the other side. But
the face-off was not required as avoidable.
But you could have given them the deputy speaker. It's happened in the past.
The approach was not correct. See, as a matter of fact, I called up all the prominent opposition parties and their leaders. I spoke to them personally.
Who did you speak to? Let's say from the Congress party.
The Congress party, I had a very long discussion with Mallikarjun Kharge ji. He is the Congress party president. And we spent good amount of time talking about how we should work together for the country.
What did he say to you?
No, we had a very normal discussion. I mean, there was no ill feeling. Of course, I did not go for any negotiation for a post. It was a courtesy meeting. Then I called up Kotikadal Suresh when he was still in his constituency that please come to Delhi. You are 8th-term MP. We would like to have you in the one of the panel members to give the oath, one of the senior members.
But not the Protem Speaker.
It doesn't matter. Protem Speaker is a job which is carried out by a panel, Protem Speaker and the other members. So I told him, he was very happy. He thanked me over the phone that, thank you so much. You are a good man. You called me. And you have offered me this particular position, yes, and he was very happy. I told him, my Prime Minister wants the senior MPs to take this responsibility and discharge the duties. Then I called up Sudeep Bandyopadhyay ji. He was in West Bengal. When he came here, again I met him personally. He was extremely happy that Prime Minister offered this kind of gestures to the opposition leaders. Then I spoke to the other members, our party colleagues. So, these are things I feel a place where we should not bring politics. This is a
and when you said and they were happy, when did this feeling of happiness change?
See,
and how did you get to
I will not be able to name any particular person who created this kind of ill feelings amongst us, but I could sense that after I spoke to all the leaders and they accepted over the phone, even T.R. Balu, he was still in Tamil Nadu, he was very happy. He came here again. I went with bouquet and I greeted him, extremely happy. But on the evening of the day before the Protem Speaker was to be administered the oath by Honorable President, suddenly the news started coming out that the India Alliance people will not be participating in the panel. I felt slightly bad, and also I felt that it is too much to play politics in that kind of situation.
Did you speak to Mallikarjun Kharge or T.R. Balu on why they had changed their mind?
There are some private talks. I don't want to put them in.
But did you call them back?
Yeah, I told them when I got this news. Then most of them, they said, we are sorry, there's nothing against you or the thing, but it's the party's position. We got such kind of decisions which were taken at the highest level. So you can very well, you are such a senior journalist.
Rahul Gandhi.
You can.
The Rahul Gandhi factor.
I don't want to take name.
You don't, but the world understands. The RG factor came in.
Possibly, I can say that I don't want to just name a person, but I was made to understand that the decision came from the top, and then everybody had to...
But the top should be Mallikarjun Kharge. He's the president of the party.
Well, whoever may have done it, it is unfortunate.
पर मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे ठीक थे जब आपने बात की थी?
See, he's a very senior person, one of the senior most parliamentarian, and he had a long tenure, 8-term MLA in the Legislative Assembly in Karnataka. He shared many things with me, and I was very happy.
Are you keeping it for a book later, or are you going to tell the people of India?
No, if everybody starts writing books, it will be overcrowded. I don't want to do that. I am not...
So why don't you say this? People of India need to know.
See, Navika, I think it is already gone, and we could complete our first session in a better note at the end of the day with the perfect speech of Honorable Prime Minister.
But is that all? Is the Prime Minister's speech the only important part of a parliament session? When Rahul Gandhi, as the leader of opposition, gets up and makes a speech, he alleges that his mic was switched off. He made a direct reference to the speaker that Prime Minister को मिलते हैं तो झुक के मिलते हैं और हमें ऐसे. And a little rough on the opposition, as the opposition says. All of these allegations were made.
I feel Sri Rahul Gandhi behaved in a manner which was not befitting the leader of opposition's position. You know, these are small gestures which, as a human being, things can happen. But to bring out, you know, when I was shaking hand, he was straight with the chest, you know, front, all these things.
He did not shake your hand?
No, not me. I'm saying he was referring to the speaker. Speaker rightly mentioned that Honorable Prime Minister is senior to him in age, in everything. So that was a respect.
But Speaker is the head of the House.
But that's okay. That nobody has disregarded the Speaker's position. The only person who disregarded Speaker's post was Sri Rahul Gandhi. See, when he talks about things like switching off the mic, Speaker had repeatedly reminded him that the Speaker's post is occupied by panel members belonging to different political parties. The switch is automatically managed. Whenever the chair calls somebody's name, his mic becomes turned on. The other one whose speech period or whatever is over, his mic gets turned off. This is a practice in the parliament. But if you get up in the middle of, you know, nowhere and then start shouting, how will your mic be on? That is how parliament should not be run. So that is why I think this is a petty allegations which doesn't deserve much discussion. The only unfortunate thing is he said this on the floor of the House, and I remember he said it outside India also, that in India opposition leaders' mics are switched off. Navika, let me make it very straight. The people who speak the most, they are making allegations that they are not allowed to speak. Since 2014, day in, day out, they abuse Honorable Prime Minister. It's everywhere and everybody to see. And these are the same people who say their voice are crushed, the expression, their views are totally muzzled, and freedom of expression is totally taken away. What kind of allegations and what kind of remarks these are? And then, Prime Minister Modi ji has always been a true democrat. He always tells all of us that follow the constitution, follow the rules. We should never do anything which is outside the convention and rules and regulation. I have never seen anybody within the parliamentary rims or outside, other than Modi ji, who is particular in every step that please follow the rule. And that is why when I was the law minister, Prime Minister made sure that we celebrate the Constitution Day on 26 November in the most appropriate manner possible. And then also not celebration. He says that celebration of Constitution Day is not enough. Every individual must live by the Constitution. So create awareness. We started printing Constitution book in different languages. I personally went to many places too.
And all those Constitution books have landed in the opposition's hand, and they used it, in their campaign against you.
Very unfortunate. The Constitution book is not to be waved in the hand. It is to be practiced, it is to be imbibed, it is to be followed. You follow the spirit of the Constitution. Congress party never followed the spirit of the Constitution.
The perception that is being created, you're saying they don't follow the rules, but the impression that they are giving to the public of India is that you are dictatorial.
No.
Where is the disconnect?
See, Navika, don't go with the narratives and all this.
Why not? That's what perception is. That's how people perceive you.
Perception is created by certain narratives.
So Rahul Gandhi is succeeding in creating that perception?
No.
And your perception and your narrative is not working?
We are not bothered about how much success they are achieving. We are bound by the system. Now, if Rahul Gandhi wants to promote himself to a position where people start taking him seriously, then he better perform. Merely creating narratives and perception won't make him a serious politician.
Well, he's increased his party strength from 52, 53 to 99.
Navika, you know very well. See, for the argumental set, you can say it, but without the support of the other allies, what would be the Congress position? But let us not go into that. What I am going to say is, people know what Rahul Gandhi is. He is leader of the Congress party. I have nothing to say on that. But as a leader of opposition, his behavior matters to us because he is a recognized leader in the House. Now, as a leader of opposition, if he stands up to a position where we also take him seriously and the nation will definitely take him seriously. Now, what Prime Minister stated is so true. Now, बालक का मानसिकता जो है ना, the childish acts and those kind of
बालक तो राम लल्ला भी थे,
नहीं तो
कृष्ण जी भी थे.
फिर मीडिया को ना बुलवाए ना कि वो मैच्योर हो चुके हैं. Every time he tries to say that Rahul Gandhi has matured now. फिर बोलते हैं कि हम भारत जोड़ो यात्रा करेंगे, अब मैच्योर हो गए हैं. फिर बोलते विदेश में टूर करके आए हैं, मैच्योर हो गए हैं. फिर अभी बोलते हैं एलओपी हो गई है, मैच्योर हो गई है. मैच्योरिटी का अब रिन्यूअल करते रहना तो कर सकते हैं, हमारा कुछ नहीं है. हम लोग सिर्फ इतना कंसर्न है कि एज एलओपी उस पद का गरिमा को ध्यान रखिए.